Hello and welcome to tonight's SBC News. STC is in the procedure of opening a pharmacy at the Hypermarket at Bois de Rose. The pharmacy is expected to offer pharmaceutical products at a lower price compared to existing pharmacies. The news about this was announced by President Wavell Calawan during the meeting he had with the Retailers Association last week. Considerable work has been done inside the hypermarket where the pharmacy will be located. STC's chairman, Imtaz Umarji, says in 2 months' time it will be clear whether the pharmacy will be on a small scale or larger. For now, they are facing red tape such as the length of the procedure to import medicines and the recruitment of a pharmacist.
With a pharmaceutical project, as the President mentioned in the past, STC has saved the Ministry of Health quite an amount of money, and we've been asked to look into the possibility of evaluating the situation as opposed to over-the-counter pharmaceuticals. And if we can save substantial amounts to the consumers, we will be importing over the counters, and it will be in the hypermarket as long as there's a marked price difference which will help the general public. That's where STC is up to with the pharmaceutical.
STC will also reopen a retail shop on Pralin to give people on the island more choices following several complaints about high prices. This comes a year after the STC closed all its retail shops on Maé, Pralin and La Digue, leaving open only the hypermarket at Bois de Rose. The company's CEO, Siana Bistoke, says that in general, the population has well received the change. They haven't had any complaints from La Digue. On Pralin, however, there are many complaints about the price of commodities.
They are complaining that they are not getting a fair deal. So we are looking into the consideration of their demand for us to open a small one, retail only for STC product, that we can facilitate the people of Pralin for them to get the affordable prices and commodity. Like I said, we don't want to compete with the other retailers. Whatever we're going to sell on Pralin, it will be according to our RRP. So if the retailers on Pralin buy to our RRP, it will be fair for the people to go to the other retailers. It will be better for us. There will be a pressure reduced from STC if they go to the other retailers. But as long as the retailers keep to the RRP price.
The Ministry of Finance, National Planning and Trade has announced the departure of Conrad Benoiton as the Chief Executive Officer of the Seychelles Petroleum Company, CPEC. This took effect on the 1st of April. CPEC says it will advertise the post of CEO. In the interim, Sarah Romain remains the acting CEO of CPEC. The Seychelles Petroleum Company falls under the aegis of the Ministry of Finance, National Planning and Trade. The performance of some public enterprises is not sustainable. This is according to the chairperson of the Public Enterprise Monitoring Commission, PEMC, William Zelim, in his appearance at the FPAC's first public hearing. In the meeting, which was held at the National Assembly, officials of the Commission, including its CEO, Georges Thiron, and senior business analyst, Colette Jean-Louis, answered many questions from the 7-male member committee on the enterprise's expenses and profits for the last few months. It came out strongly that there is a need to reassess the sustainability of some of the 22 public enterprises, especially the few that are operating at a loss, namely the Children's Playground, Paradis des Enfants, Petro Seychelles, and the 2020 Development Company. The chairman of the Car Hire Association met with representatives of the Department of Tourism to discuss on various issues which are equally important to be remediated to better improve the quality of services in the tourism industry.
We have a very good meeting, which I appreciate, with the tourism. There are things that we didn't know, we have learned, and they also on the other side, they have learned a lot. But the main thing is about the age of the car in the car fleet, and the cost of importing cars, the road, the condition of road to go to guest houses, the airport situation to give a better service to the clients, and we also put forward to the tourism that if the client, when they arrive here, they're not getting the service, and when they leaving Seychelles at the airport, they're not getting the service, it's not very good for us, because it's not only the client that is coming, it's repeated, but it's a marketing tools. The clients go and they can sell to 10 or 15 other clients that will come in the future. I hope that this dialogue will continue.
It was important for us to get a fresh perspective, a fresh update in terms of some of the challenges per se that this sector of the tourism industry is facing. And I have to say that there are some issues, or some challenges I would rather say, that are also cross-cutting in the sense that they're not specific only to car hires as well. So it's a little bit in terms of the conditions of the roads and access to guest houses and so on and so forth. So this will be more of a national or land transport issue, obviously, and I'm sure the Department of Land Transport has their plans in terms of their phases of addressing these concerns. But we felt that it was a fruitful discussion, and I'm sure there will be other meetings as well to address the challenges with fleet replenishment, not only for, I would imagine, for cars, but for other sectors of the industry, but that would have to be at a different level with other parties, with finance and with land transport as well. But from a tourism perspective, we certainly will keep the channel of communication open with all parties so we can move forward accordingly.
And that's it for now.